Another deck profile for you guys. My bro Teddy here, coming in fourth place with his branded
Despia.
So without too much more, I'm gonna let him get into the deck profile.
All right. So we're gonna start off with the best three one-ofs. Can't get any better than that. That's just the starter engine. I played it at 3 because I think it was a lot better to see it in my hand and then use other essentials if I needed to. So a lot of people do not use the second effect a lot, but I tend to use it because it actually helps when you're in the process of taking a lot of damage. So what you do is, if one of your fusion monsters, it says any fusion monster, leaves the field, you could bring this back onto the field. You could put it in defense mode and attack mode depending on what's on the field. And then you could go from there. If you have a super poly, this makes this hand a lot better and your opponent's a lot more.
Man, super poly already broken, bro. What the hell?
I gotta make it more broken. You can't. It's super poly, dude.
Yeah.
I always like that card. That card just comes out. I played 2 tragedies and 1 comedy. Comedy came up quite a few times actually, where I needed to protect Masquerade a lot, so I was able to negate and come back that way. So I like comedy. I'm not gonna take it out. I might amp up tragedy up to 3 and run a comedy, just so I can see the recursion a lot. Because either way, if I see him in, I'm gonna actually get what I need to go off. Then we play the one of Ad Libitor and Dramaturge a lot. This card won me so many games. It's not even funny. Fusion summoning onto the field, special summoning brought onto the field, and then negating an opponent's effect of a Link monster, Seed monster, whatever it basically it came in a lot. This card, we don't have to explain it. It just brings back Mary Jane.
Self-applying.
Pretty much, yeah. Bringing back Mary Jane. I misplayed on my part. That was the only loss I had that day, but I wouldn't change it. It was so good. The match was actually really good. Shout out to Eric for that match. We've been playtesting this deck and we've been talking about this deck for a very long time. So then we move on into Fallen Alabaz and the backups that go with it. Light Hex. I brought out Dragoon so many times. It was just the highlight of my thing. So I wouldn't change this package. It's always better to play 2, just in case one DD Crows one during the match, because then they won't be able to recurse it. But other than that, Light Hex speaks to itself. It becomes the Dark Magician of the thing, and these 2, I wouldn't change that for anything. So then we go on to my version. I prefer the Frightful package, honestly and truthfully.
The spice, people, the spice.
The Frightful package, honestly,
is so broken.
It's so many pluses in your hand and gives you card advantage. I'd rather have these in my hand. I might switch it up and actually bump up chain into 3 and do 3-3-2. Because there was at one point in my match I was able to get this to my hand, and when I summoned it to play it, I didn't have an actual chain to bring it back in, so I couldn't get a plus off of it. But I think I'm just going to change that to 3. So, and then I've been a fan of this card. It's the DP package, DP.
You run the malicious port?
Yeah, because
so broken. Yeah, so that's plus.
So here's the idea for me. My version I'm playing with always cards in my hand. I always want to see cards in my hand. If I have more cards than my opponent, I have them in the card advantage, so I can make it work for me. So and then on top of that, special summoning it, bringing it back, and bringing Dark. 2 darts, take your opponents, and bring back, if they have a DP in their grade, take their DP and then use it to your advantage on your side of the field. I like the Dasher package, but the problem is that I always got cards in my hand. So in order to activate the draw power, you need to have no cards in your hand. And I'm always having cards in my hand. So that's why I went with the malicious route and denier package, because I thought that was a little bit more consistent with my build.
Yeah, that's pretty broken, bro. That's much recursion. Much recursion.
So like I'm always making sure that I always have cards to back me up just in case my field gets blown out. I run Ogre,
Mandatory.
Bell,
Self-explanatory.
2 Ash, 2 Nibs. I'm not gonna lie, Nib, the MVP of mostly my games, because nobody expected it when I was playing it. So they go, okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I played Montana, and he was running agents, and he got worried I had a nib in my hand, and he was always just double checking. He's like, you know what, let's go for it.
What you would have did if he would have played his Flunderies, though, bro? You know, his Flunderies is kind of broke.
I have ways to get around it. That's not a problem.
You do? Yeah.
There's no, like, I build my side deck to help out. The only thing I forgot to put in Lancia that day. Lancia would have helped out a lot more, but it's a lesson learned. That's why we play, test, and that's how we get everything. But I run everything at 2s for some reason. I don't want to see a lot of pogging. I don't want to see 2 of these because you can only activate 1 per each one. So I basically just ran 2 of each just in case I see one. I'm not losing out.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we got, Branded Fusion, MVP of the deck. So next to Nib, this is probably one of my favorite cards to add to my hand. I'm like playing Shadows on a higher level with this. And then I run 3 Branding Openings, always sending something to the grave. So if you have this and then Malicious, you can always pitch to Malicious for it, and then have 2 on the field, make a Predator plan if need be, or a Dark, and then go from there. Last match I played against, I was playing against Heroes, and Heroes Dangerous was not a problem. I was trying to get my hands on a Super Poly so I could just take his monster, use it, and I could bring out my DPE, and I would have been cleaning house.
That'd have broke his board.
Definitely. The only thing he had was Dangerous on his field.
Yeah.
I would have just took over. Branded in red. Love this card because it doesn't stop my hand. It just keeps making the plays go. So it makes people think what they're going to get and what they're going to use against you. So I basically went all in. I still don't change it. Leave it at 2. It's better to see that card at 2. And the hero of the deck, Super Poly itself.
Man,
this
that card coming back, bro. It's coming back.
It's coming back strong, and I thought about running up to 3, but 2 is suffice. You don't want to see 2 in your hand because then you're stuck.
That's true.
And then if you run it at 2, the percentages it runs really well because I run a 46 card deck, and it does a lot of work when it needs to. Angels or light monsters. What else I played? Especially during the mirror match. That just makes the deck so much better.
Oh man, clapping.
Yup. And then we got Called by the Graves, Foolish Burial, and then Triple Tactics. Playing Triple Tactics is to my advantage because people will play a lot of hand traps, so
That's the format, bro. That's the format.
If you summon a Luber and they go Ash Blossom and you have a Triple Tactics, you just +2 off of it. Depending on what's under field, you can take what they have and go from there. In the future, I might bring it down to 2. I haven't decided yet. But other than that, running at 3, I need a secret. If anybody has one, hook me up.
Yeah.
First edition, let's play. But that's pretty much the deck. It's a 46 card deck. There wasn't a lot of cards I saw doubles of in anything in the match, so I was actually happy about that. And then we're gonna run to the synchros and the C's.
Just so y'all know, bro got these 6 sleeves on the back of his extra, bro. Y'all look at that, bro. Hold on. That's 6 here. Nice.
So I run the Predator. We already don't. I don't have to explain this. This card explains itself.
That's true.
And Dark, love this card. All you need is 2.
Did you see him any during your matches?
I saw him once And as soon as that came out to the field, they just scooped up.
Man, it is broken, bro. It's broken. It's broken
Why
right now.
not? You play a deck that's mostly all dark and you know, a couple lights, so you might as well play something where you can get 2 on the field and be like, okay, I'm just gonna. Especially when they stop your Luber and you find a way to get another dark on the field, this just sits there and just brings it back. So you can't go wrong with that. Out of my entire deck, this was my most favorite card to summon on everybody.
Bro, breaking people down, bro.
Let
that
me
card
tell
is,
you,
man.
when you think you got an advantage and you see this card on the field, playing 600 life points, it may seem like nothing, but it literally dwindles your life points faster than it. I hit mostly everybody with this, and they just like, okay, I can get over it. Okay, and then I have so many protections, so many ways to get it back. It's just so good that
Man, that card is
everybody's
broken.
running it at 1, but 2, I find it just in case. I will be revamping this entire extra deck. There's a couple cards in here that I didn't get a chance to see. Some I wish I did got to see. So other than that, played Quartus, you know. Bring your opponent's life to 0 when need be, as long as it's not level 8. And Perskis, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I just know he's a 32 beastie. He's broken. He's a monster reborn. If your opponent plays light and you have darks, it just brings out a plus because you go super poly, use their field. So if they have a light and a dark and you have a despia, you could just go, okay, let's go. You just bring him out, he summons, and then you could just monster reborn either Mary Jane or anything that's in your graveyard to bring it back and just keep your plays going. 32 beast stick, you can't go wrong either way.
That's true.
Yeah. Then played 2 Illuvian,
Nice.
2 Lubian, and then played 1 Mary Jane. Yeah, I call her Mary Jane. I don't care. I love it. This card sets up plays like there's no tomorrow. And the best part of actually doing this play, when you pitch for Brain Diffusion and you bring this out, you bring out the Almighty Dragoon, and then people start to sweat because it's a Dragoon. It hits the field, it can't be destroyed, and you get into the Omnia Gate, so you can't go wrong. And then we got DPE, just in case. And then 1 Chimera and 1 Credit Flat. I don't even ask for it. You know how it's one of the. It's better than Starving Venom. It does a lot, protects your field, and it's a 27 B stick. It's 100 less from Starving Venom, but the effect is worth playing actually. So that's pretty much my lineup for the thing. I will be going back and revamping everything I got here. I feel I'm about to bump this up to 2 because there was times where I should have brought 2 of these out.
Yeah.
And because everybody sees this and they get worried, they depend on what card they want to bring out, so they think real hard. And it just stalls the game a lot. I've been in time pretty much twice out of the game, and I have life points up thanks to Masquerade. Appreciate that, Masquerade. You know, come in and crutch. And then for the side deck, it was very simple. Pretty much it was D-Barrier.
That card came away a long way, bro.
Yeah.
It's here.
And cross-out Designator.
Yeah.
People just look at it as for Ash Blossom, all the hand traps. I used it once for an Aluber, which stopped the play. It was just crazy, like, ooh, Aluber, yep. I could sacrifice it because I had 1 in my hand and 1 removed from play, so it worked. Token for the Brave token package. DD Crow for the Brave package as well. This is a very good card to interrupt. I expected it to see a lot more play in the future because DD Crow does help a lot. Targeting all the cards that actually you need to bring back to your hand or bring back to the field and mess up. And since I know zombies around the corner, it's going to be very, very impactful down in the future. You know, and then I ran Dark Ruler No More, Back Row Hate like there was no tomorrow, and I ran a one of Fantastic Dragon.
Nice.
A lot of people are like, why are you just running one? Because you never know, because people, like, I had it in my side deck and I remained it, and somebody who was playing just succeeds. I was like, Trapper Gates plays perfectly for it. Agents do the same thing too, so playing it allows me to draw card recursions in my hand. So it will be changed. I didn't play even match because I didn't feel like we needed to play even match in our locals. In the big tournament versus, I'll definitely be playing even match. But other than that, I feel like this is probably the best way to play at my locals.
Well, shit, bro. Thanks for the deck profile, Teddy, man. Shit, you got any shout out for us?
Yeah, a lot of shout outs to Rick for hosting, taking me to events, learning the cards thoroughly so I get better at this game. Everybody here at Pink Elephant, my old squad, Street Duelist, you know who it is. But yeah. Love you guys.
Alright, bro. This has been a Dom with Yu-Gi-Oh! Gaming Channel. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.